Round two.
Completely seized hub assembly. Well, I should say fused. The CV axle, external splines of that are fused to the internal splines of the hub assembly. The hub assembly itself is coming out of the steering knuckle. It's had 24 hours of penetrant soaking, every few hours spray some more, torching, hammering, air chiseling, everything you can do, not coming out. Decided we're changing the CV axle anyways, so we're going to heat that up cherry hot and give it hammer blows, see if it comes. If it doesn't, we're taking off the ball joint, tie rod, strut, and bringing out the whole steering knuckle with the CV axle attached and putting it in the shop press. I didn't think so. It's not gonna budge. You can cut the hub this way and then start cutting back, but if you notice, this style CV axle sits into the hub really deep. It'd be pretty tough to cut your way to a point where it'll come out. It doesn't come out to the end, it starts way back there. Be tough. Check out what that hammering did to the shaft, how it's all fat right there, compressed it. Pretty cool. Got her all in the shop press, just like so. Our goal is not to mushroom the end of it so much that it won't go through the hub, but no big deal if we do. We'll just torch it down so it does fit through. All right, we'll get some really good pressure going on it. This is an aluminum knuckle. Kind of scared that that's gonna crack on me. All right, I don't really want to go with any more pressure. Thunderstorm outside. I'm gonna grab my torch and start heating the exterior case of the hub, and hopefully that expands the case, and with the pressure on it, it goes. 20 tons of pressure. Let's throw a cran down the hole just for good measure. Nice and toasty. An entire cran, melt it all. I started cutting into the side. We can cut this in half. Might be better to go from the CV axle side. I hear it creaking, boys. It's creaking. A little more pressure. Ugh. Another cran for good measure. Another crank. So I don't want to bend or mess up the shaft. I need it to go in. And so I want to heat the exterior. If I heat that shaft, it's just gonna cock. You know what I'm saying? I feel like... Whew. Let that stew for a little bit. It's time for a break. We'll just let that cran work in. And I've done this before and then went into the next room and then heard a pop and it just gives. Well, hopefully that happens. Let me fight a battle on Clash Royale and or 3 and drink some water. Half hour later, and it's still too hot to touch for more than half a second. So we can start chopping through the side and get the case open, and this hub part should pop out, and then we'll have more room to torch down. Or we can flip it around and start torching the tulip of the CV axle off of there. That would probably be less torching, and then it can all come out this way. But I'm gonna give it one more go. Just look at that crayon just soaking in. And let's give her some more cranks and some more heat. Carl, why are you doing all this? Just get a whole knuckle. Bro's supposed to be packing for vacation in 3 hours. You gonna get a knuckle in 3 hours? We're not in the city, boys. We're in the country. I don't probably have to drive a few hours to be able to get one that's in stock. Let's see if we can put a little more pressure on it. That's a lot of pressure. 20 tons of pressure. Distorting that shaft pretty good. I think I want to put some heat on it and just start chopping away at it without damaging the aluminum. Just destroy everything that's steel here. Because all we need is that knuckle. We got the hub, we got the CV axle. Just get the steel out. I got her pretty toasty. Toasty and 20 tons of pressure. All right, we got downwards pressure from the press. We've got, I just melted another crayon in there. We're toasty hot. This hub, if it breaks free from the splines of the CV axle, will come upwards. So what about some vibrations and some upward force on the hub? You ever seen one with splines stuck that good? Holy. I'm worried something's gonna explode and injure me with all that force we have. I don't think I've ever had one I couldn't get out with heat and a press. It's a lot of force. I'm scared. CV axles are made out of very hard stuff, tough to torch through. Hubs as well. That's why they pay more for hubs and rotors at the scrapyard. It'd be a lot of cutting and torching, and then I'm not sure if it'll still come out because that CV axle sits down so far. I think I have to flip it around and start torching around the circle part of the CV axle and work my way in. I think that would be the most effective way. Not fun. Gotta have it done today. Got to. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. Maybe I'll hear a pop. I don't know. Something's about to break. And if it's that cast aluminum, it's gonna shatter. When you're installing a new CV axle, put a little grease on these splines. I use Silglide, silicone-based grease, and this will never happen. I'm assuming this axle nut was way over torqued. The last guy had really banged out the punch hole in the center. Like, there's a story behind it. Who knows what it is? But grease those up and back at it. This thing is completely, the metal is completely fused together, the splines. So we got to chop this top half and let it fall through, or chop the bottom half and let it fall up. So it's still too hot to touch. I think I'm going to release the pressure, give up on the press, and flip it around. Let's do that. I think we put a little bit of a bow in here, and even out here is warm, like the actual machine. It looks like the pressure of the press, I didn't really see this coming, distorted that bolt hole. I can drill clean through it to straighten that out. All right, snip the boot off, pulled the axle out. This guy's not wanting to really move around anymore. I want to pop him out. There's our hole down there. We need to make this smaller than that hole. So we got to chop around down there. Might be able to use the angle grinder and go around it. I definitely don't want to use the torch without taking this out and pulling most of that grease out so I don't have a grease fire. Should probably grab a blade that's bigger. This one's pretty worn out, but we're going to go all the way around as far as we can. So I did a little test spot with the torch, and it ripped through it way faster than this angle grinder. And the angle grinder, I can't really get in there. Got the ball bearings out, not that hard. You put it at the furthest angle and pop them out one by one. Couple of cuts, and then just went boom with my hammer and sheared that guy in half because he wasn't wanting to come out of there. Now I can take him out, wipe all that grease out, grab a couple rags. And when I was torching, I did start a grease fire, and I sprayed it with water, and it flared up because it's really cool to see. And there we go. We got that. We got our ball bearings. All right. Now we just got to take and cut it with our torch in a circle right here. And then everything will fall out the back. But we got to get that grease out first. Exploded a disc, but that's okay. I know what I'm doing. I don't recommend it to other people. I never throw away old rags. Well, I make sure I always have a bunch just for situations like this. Grabbing piles of grease out of, oh my God, that's hot as shit still. We haven't heated it for, 45 minutes? Oh wait, no, I did do some cutting there. But we're gonna go ahead and toss these rags in the trash afterwards. I wanted to leave this uncut just to really show how crazy this is and different options that you have available to you. This is thick hardened steel, so it's not going to be quick to torch through, but you can see our target area. They outlined it for us, so we can take this cap off and we'll be golden. Never in my life have I had to do anything close to this. This is officially the worst spline seizure on a hub to CV that I've ever seen. Thanks for sticking around. You guys, this stuff was thick. I've chopped holes all the way around it, but you see all that slag? It's getting in my way. So I'm juicing up the air compressor, and I'm just gonna chisel a lot of that slag out so it stops remelting. But I think we're getting pretty damn close. It's, as I'm melting it this way, the flame's coming out the side in a lot of spots. Got me a nice little pile going, and look, we're all the way through. There, and there. Couple little spots still barely holding on. Let's go. You can see the side. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. Will I be able to charge the actual time and materials that I have into it? Nope. Will he be able to drive up north for vacation with his kids and wife? Yep. Almost there, boys. And there we go. Cut the ring around it. That's what we're left with. And toasty. According to my calculations, this should just pop right out of there. Just like that. One perfectly crispy steering knuckle. Whew. I can't hold on to it anymore, even with the welding glove. It's burning my fingers. Worst hub assembly fused to CV axle splines that I've ever seen. Couldn't get a knuckle today, and he's going on vacation tonight. So gotta do what you gotta do. There's the aftermath. But check this out. That CV spline is still in there. Hey, we got our knuckle all cleaned up. Little scuff right there, but that's okay. It doesn't touch the hub or anything. Cleaned up right here where the strut mounts as well. I'll take the wire wheel, do a little bit more, but I wanted to show you this. We take our 3/8 drill bit. We got these two distorted holes, and it's just on the edge right there. No big deal. So you come in from this way, the straight side, and just drill it through with your drill. You may be asking yourself, Carl, is that knuckle still good? Is it compromised from all the heating, cooling, hammering, everything? You bet your sweet fucking ass it is. It will be just fine. If you want to argue with me, please do, and I'll argue back with you, and it'll boost me in the algorithm. Appreciate it. Well, I guess that's going to be a shitty Amazon review for those drill bits. Can't go wrong with the Spider Mock Blues. Wild Bossy, that's the one that broke, and honestly, it broke way too easy. Like, I might have cracked it doing something crazy. They've been great so far. As you can see, I haven't lost any or broke any. That other one I'm using on something else. These are the Spider Mock Blues. Amazing. This is how you prevent a 1-hour job from becoming a 5-hour job. That right there, a penny worth of grease, actually just that much right there. Why do they not do this from the factory? This is like probably a quarter of a penny. Now it's all simple, everyday stuff, the stuff that I love. Ball joints, struts, tie rods, stuff like that. We just smack that guy right on our ball joint right there. And while this CV axle is off, we can tighten the nut. Then we pop this CV shaft through the center. And then we can line up our hub from the outside. We pop this guy here. We pop that guy there. We put our shield back on, 3 10mm bolts after the hub is on because the wiring harness goes through a cavity to protect it. Boom, boom, boom. Put all our stuff on and then we'll be done.